Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your participation and attention. Up next is the Q&A panel with our dearest teachers, Venerable Jigme, Connie, John Brady, and Hector Marcel. We are very happy to have you here with us today and to learn together through open dialogue. Take a gentle breath and allow your mind to be present. May this time be filled with clarity, wisdom, and meaningful teachings. Please make yourselves comfortable and let's welcome our dearest teachers.
卖品呢是将会支持到我们武学社的发展的。那支持武学社发展的这个拍卖品，来自于在我们的这个金刚我们应该叫做能断金刚出版社，特别不对，能断金刚珠宝这一块，然后的一个非常非常高品质的，非常非常可以 ，please present that photo， yeah， 非常非常高品质的这个一支，格西麦克老师亲自给予祝福的一支笔。那所有的拍卖将会用于帮助武学社的发展。那这支笔有什么特别之处呢？首先，它的制作来自于英国，是英国皇家这个专门为英国皇家制作笔的公司来制作的。他们曾经制作的笔被英国国王用来签署第二次世界大战停战合约，用来签署很多重要的文件，是这样一家这么重要的笔的制造公司来为我们量身定做的，这是第一点。然后第二点呢，我们今天拍卖的这支笔，它是001号。此处可以兴奋一点啊，请给姚老师一点配合哈，啊，它是001号，它是属于格西麦克的，然后被格西麦克老师使用，现在老师再拿出来跟大家做连接的。那老师拿着它做了一件很重要的工作，就是签了这几本的签名。这几本的签名很特别，老师每一本书上会首先签上他的名字，然后下面他会写上日期是2026年，然后接着这一本是2027年，再接着这一本是2028年，老师一直签了5年的这个本子，然后会跟着这一支笔一起拍卖，这是一套会送给大家。然后这是带着老师的连接的一支笔，然后这支笔呢是全银打造，然后这上面又有18K 金，在这18K 金的上面又镶嵌了一颗闪亮的，来你拿着这个，镶嵌着一颗闪亮的钻石，是真正的纯天然的钻石。然后呢，这支笔除了有钢笔的作用之外，它还有另外的三种形式，可以换成毛笔，可以换成水笔，然后它还有那个钢笔的墨水的那种钢笔，所以它有3种使用方式。但是我觉得最重要的就是它得到了老师的祝福，也能满足老师的心愿。因为老师的心愿就是希望大家一起来支持武学社的发展。那如果你拍卖这支笔的话，你就会得到这个001号属于格西老师的笔，你还会得到这一套由老师送给你的5年的亲笔签名的祝福，祝福你的60书越写越好，祝福你的冥想越做越好。那么它的起拍价 起拍价是$3500，起拍价是$3500。那么呢，为了避免大家露富哈，它会是以一个秘密拍卖的形式。我知道现场有一些小伙伴财富还是很丰盛的，那么秘密拍卖，你就用一张纸写下你的名字，写下一个你希望奉献的数字，不能低于$3500，但是可以高过3600、3700、3800都可以哈。那姚老师先来叫一个价好不好？如果你们都没有人那个的话，姚老师$3800。我会拿下它，但是你们不要跟我客气哈，不要说哎呀，那姚老师要拿了，那我就不拿，不会。我希望你们给更多，给更多的话，我们的武学社就能够得到更多的支持，好不好？来吗？可以吗？来，掌声通过一下。反正你鼓掌，我不会问你要钱的，但是会激励到那些有能力给钱的人，好不好？啊？现在已经到$3800了，所以呢，你的开价必须高于$3800。我现在看到一个粉红女郎，好像在悄悄的靠近哈，粉红女郎哈，我点你名了啊，来去拍卖一下好不好？用一张白纸写下你的名字，写下你希望可以去竞拍的一个价钱，把它悄悄地折起来，然后悄悄地拿给我们那边的 Rosa 女士，那位白头发的 Rosa 女士，然后她会看到最后最高价格的那个伙伴，就会在明天亲自由格西麦克老师手上接过这个拍品。好不好？来，3800，这是姚老师的开价，请大家继续往上加，默默的加，好不好？默默的加。好，我的中文讲完了，我希望我们，对，现在要跟你比赛，你要讲英文，我发了一段那个广告词给你的哈，你可以用那个非常 elegant 的方式再来讲一遍，我是用比较野蛮的方式讲了一遍，我希望大家参与哈。我们中文地区的伙伴，无论你来自中国，还是我们的台湾地区，还是我们新加坡、马来西亚、台湾、香港、澳门，我希望大家展现我们的实力啊！当然，线上的伙伴也可以哈，线上的伙伴也可以哈，欢迎线上的伙伴也参与我们的拍卖。好，我讲完了，请大家热烈的掌声。谢谢。好，现在是 David 的展现时间。我为你展现。我来为你展
现。As you may know that I was originally doing a translator's work. So I guess I'm probably gonna do a translation of an exquisite talk just given by Jasmine. And as you can see over here, my dear friends from online and in person, what I have in hand is exquisite, made by pure silver pen that's being used by Geshe Michael. And the manufacturer of this company has been royal certificate, right? Has a royal certificate by the British royal family. So which means that we will have a chance to have some very fun instruments for our writing. And what's more important is Geshe Michael have used this pen personally and have signed all these 5 notebooks himself. And what made these 5 notebooks more important is that he signed each year at the starting page, the preface of the notebook. So it will be 2026, 2026, Geshe Michael, 2027, 2028. So we'll keep this blessing with you all the way through the next 5 coming years as the meditation, the 101 meditation and the 30-30-30, 30-30 projects going on. And also you can use it for your 6 Sense books. So every day when you open up the book, you can see the lovely blessing that Geshe Michael given to you. And by the way, we also have a pure diamond, a raw diamond actually. Well, not exactly a raw diamond, a pure diamond, a cutted diamond, a cutted diamond. Okay, so it's a it's a diamond like crystal? Oh, it's a crystal. It's a diamond.
No, it's diamond.
Oh, it's a diamond. Okay, this has been planned, okay? This is planned. We just want to make sure that you understand that this is a real diamond, okay? This is not a crystal, this is a diamond. And it has been very nicely manufactured and very nicely designed. So we would like to invite you to use this chance to help us join our efforts in supporting the 5 Houses program and the more programs to come in the future. Because that, like Geshe Michael just said, that he would like to support the 5 Houses and the team's team in the upcoming years. So we would like to invite you all, maybe consider to participate in this campaign to help us to keep this teaching flowing and to help us to keep this wisdom flow to more people. And if you want to participate, we have a sealed auction. So if you want to participate in the auction, you can write down your desired, the estimated amount of money that you'd like to pay. The starting price is $3,500, and you can give the sealed paper over there at Rosa, the lady, the second table. Oh, Rosa, please look. Rosa, who dressed very elegantly today. And yes, and just now, I will just translate for you. Jasmine also placed the first bid for 3,800 for this pack. And maybe that's just a start, and we're really looking forward for you to join this effort together to support this wisdom. So thank you so much. Oh, we already have 5 bids. We already have 5 bids already. 我们现在已经有5位竞拍 5,000. We just had a 5,000 bid. 我们刚才已经有一位$5,000的拍卖者。And tomorrow, the highest bidder, Geshe Michael will give this set personally to this highest bidder. And so please, maybe 5,000 and even more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give more and support 5 houses. Yeah. Warm applause.
5 houses, yeah! Okay. 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 Thank you, Brian. Oh, pen. Oh, I almost gonna keep it. I was hoping that you didn't find out. Okay, all right. So let's back to, we'll have a chance to have our senior teachers to do the Q&A today. I hope you all have some questions prepared. So without further ado, let's welcome our senior teachers on the stage. And if you like questions, you can just raise your hand.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi.
We
have 1 minute.
Yeah. 1 minute to ask a question, 1 minute to answer. Aha. Who is going to select?
We got a problem guy at the end already. Bobby.
Oh, Bobby.
Yeah.
Okay.
May I ask a question? Yeah. Thank you, teacher Connie, thanks, Jimmy and Hector. I have one question about the 4 powers just mentioned in the previous class. Geshe Michael said we have to be open to tell others what we have done, the bad things, right? But you know, I just cannot to tell the bad things to any of my friend. I'm thinking about can I just find a church and go inside to tell the bad things to a father, or you know, can I? Yeah, is that work?
What do you think? You've got 3 Catholics here on the stage.
Santo Domine
Okay. So maybe teacher Hector, yeah.
No. Okay. Bobby, it's best to say it to somebody in face to face. The thing with going to a Catholic church, it's usually in a place where you don't see the priest that you're telling the thing to. Yeah, it's still a bit hard, but it's good to actually look at how hard. Imagine saying what Geshe Michael said. That's really hard. If he can say that, it's almost anything can be said.
Start small. Don't start with the worst thing. Start with something small, and then get used to the idea. That'll make it easier.
And then, yeah, I have an advice. I actually say, okay, start slow, so if you're too embarrassed or whatever, but really, you don't know when your life ends. Do you want to keep that terrible thing in your mind for one more day? And the person you tell it to makes a difference. It's the object of your meditation, right? My mind gets more scared if I have to tell Geshe Michael the worst things I did, or if I tell the same thing to my best friend, I don't feel so bad. But it's stronger for my mind if I call my teacher and I really confess. My mind is very strong, and then the imprint to purify will be equally strong. Yeah? And so I have, because I'm old. Yeah, I know. I was going to say that, and that didn't work. Yeah.
I'm older than you too.
I looked over there, and I'm like, I'm the youngest person here. Yeah. And I'm old. I don't want to go to bed with that in my mind. So I will call Geshe Michael in my mind if I cannot tell someone, and I will do it. But it is much better if I have to tell my teacher in person. If I tell a stranger, like a priest, maybe a little bit, but I don't have a strong emotion. So you will, if you're really ashamed of it, you should quickly get rid of it with your highest person, is my 2 cents. Then it's done, and then you will.
You just do it in your mind?
If I cannot talk to someone, yeah, I will do it in my mind.
It doesn't really count.
It does when you call Geshe Michael really well. Yeah.
Well, we
I
also,
hope that helped, Bobby. Yeah. But you can always tell me anything.
Sure, I will. Thank you.
Hi, all the teachers.
Hi.
Thanks for teaching. Yes, I have a question. The question is, and sometimes during the meditation, we bow down to our teacher, ask for the teacher's help, right? And sometimes we do the future Buddha, our own future Buddha, to bow them and to ask for them help. So my question is, which one is more powerful for us in diamond way? And maybe, I don't want the answer if we need both. I just want to clarify which one is most powerful for us in diamond way. Thank you.
Sure. I have an opinion, but I think I have senior people. JB, did you hear the question?
No.
Okay.
Okay, can
Do
I?
you want to give an answer anyway?
She said there are two. I'll just explain. So Ife said that, look, when we do meditation, we call a teacher in front of us. Now, in Diamond Way, we can call on our future self, our future Buddha self. Which is more powerful to have? She's giving you a diamond deal.
Oh, that's an obvious.
No diamond deal.
That sounded like a diamond.
That's an obvious answer, and I'll tell you why it's obvious. In the Diamond Way, your teacher is the Buddha. Okay, simple, clear cut. In the Sutra Way, your future Buddhahood is already been done here, I believe. We did it the other day. So always do that for yourself. But in the Diamond Way, your teacher is already enlightened.
So the same? Can I see same? When I bow down to the teacher, and this is the future Buddha, right?
No. Your teacher is, in the Diamond Way, your teacher is enlightened.
Not future, now.
Not future, now.
I cannot understand. David, can you help me to translate for the GB's? Sometimes I cannot, maybe a little bit confusing.
She needs a translation, David.
She needs a translator.
当我在金刚乘里边，当我向我的上师顶礼的时候，他即是已经证悟的佛陀。 而你刚才说的是我未来成佛的自己，所以说这并不是一件事情。
Okay, my question is, during the meditation or during the yoga practice, and we always bow down to our teacher and always bow down to the future Buddha for ourselves, right? So my question is, which one more powerful? And I know that is just GB that told us that is our teacher is we can think it is a Buddha.
No.
I know that. But my question is,
You're
which one more
complicating it.
powerful? I'm not sure. Can you understand my question? David, can you?
刚才他的意思就是说，在金刚乘里面，我们的上师就是佛陀。
No， 我问的是哪一个更厉害？第一个是我向我的老师请，第二个我想向我自己未来的佛请，到底哪一个更有？在金刚乘里面哪一个是最厉害的？
在金刚乘里面，上师就是佛陀，但是和你未来成佛的自己并不是一个。So I guess her question is more like, let's say I'm bowing down to my teacher in the Diamond Way, and I'm bowing down to a enlightened being, the Buddha. And when I'm also doing the prostrations, maybe I can also do it for my future enlightened self. And in that case, which one is more powerful,
Yes.
I suppose?
You created the teacher that will take you to your future Buddha. So you tell me, Ife, who is most important to bow to? That one that's going to take you to your future Buddha is the most important, okay? At this time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay? Thank you, Ife. Thank you. It's a great question.
Who else do we have? Hello.
Hello. У меня есть сомнение. Скажите, пожалуйста, зачем готовиться к тому, что неизбежно?
I have serious doubts. Why should I prepare myself for what for what I cannot avoid? Death.
Потому что я сейчас считаю, что есть то, к чему мы не можем подготовиться. И у меня есть такой жизненный пример, например, роды.
And right now, I honestly think there are some things in our lives where we cannot prepare ourselves in no way. For example, giving a birth to a child.
Я проходила этот путь дважды и готовилась к ним усердно, но когда настал такой момент, я про все забыла.
Could you hold the mic? Hold it close.
Oh,
We
okay.
can hardly hear you.
Okay, I will try. I have 2 kids. I was preparing twice very carefully for the giving of the birth of the child, but when the exact moment came, everything skipped out of my mind.
Yes.
Я сейчас, у меня есть сомнения, я повторюсь, что нельзя подготовиться к тому, что ты еще пока не проживал. То есть это как в спорте, да? Ты, чтобы что-то сделать хорошо, как в йоге, да, ты должен ежедневно практиковать что-то. А вот как к этому подготовиться, если ты не...
And I have very serious doubts that I will be able to prepare myself for the death because I cannot practice it as yoga on a daily routine, for example, and this is something that is happening just once, and I don't believe, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, that I can be well prepared for the death.
Do you want to take that? Or? You were the expert in death.
Okay. And the question is...
So the question is...
The question is, why should I try even to prepare myself, whether I don't have the chances to practice this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
We talk about preparing for death, we're not talking about rehearsing. Do you have translator? Oh, okay. So it's not a rehearsal that you're going. I mean, there is a practice that you can do to go through the experience, but it's better to prepare for death by your kindness to others and to prepare your heart so that you become fearless. And if once you get into the Diamond Way, then you can have confidence in your teacher. And there's a practice of when you go to sleep that you think of your teacher and you're putting your head in their lap as you go to sleep, and then you feel so comfortable. And you can do that when you're dying as well, and that gets rid of the fear. So it's good to practice the stages of death, but I think also to have this confidence that you go into death without fear. You want to try it?
Can I add to it? Yeah, yeah. Okay. I have a strong opinion about this. The strong opinion is if you don't do any preparation, including no thinking, then when something happens, it's like gambling or playing the lottery. You really, really don't know. Maybe my mind will go really negative, or maybe my mind will go really, you are just reacting. Yeah? Like giving birth, you thinking about babies and giving birth improved the experience but did not control it. Correct. Yeah? If you don't think about it or prepare, you don't allow the courses for your mind to be better in the experience. Yeah, and like Jigme said, there are many really cool death preparation practices, but they are all based on kindness and refuge with your teacher. Yeah, I can tell you from personal experience, this excited me about the death meditation because I'm a Scorpio, okay, and we like spooky things. Yeah, delayed laughter. Yeah. One day, I am having a dream. I met Geshe Michael in New York. He became my heart teacher. And then I ended up in Australia 9 years, like in isolation, couldn't talk to him, yeah, before internet, before cell phones. And so I was very depressed, like sad. I couldn't access my teacher. And I lived near a place on the side of a cliff to the ocean. That's the road I took to work every day. And many tourists take that road in Australia, and every week one tourist car goes down into the ocean, right? It's a very dangerous. So every day I go to work, I have a death meditation. You have to be very careful. One night I dreamt that I'm in this car and that my car goes off the cliff and everything goes in slow motion, and I know for sure that I will die. In the dream, it's real, yeah? And I was very afraid as I see the car turning and I go upside down and I see the ocean down there and the sky, and I realize this is the end. And Geshe Michael appeared just in front of the screen, on top of the front of the car, smiling at me, sitting in meditation like I practice every day. And his eyes looked into my eyes and was like, we're going to be okay. And everything changed in my body. Like I was not afraid. And when I woke up, I felt very powerful. And I felt very free. Now that's a mental movement caused by my devotion to my practice. But the effect is I feel very prepared. Very prepared. I'm not scared. And since that day, I'm okay. So there is something you can do to change your seeds to experience when death comes. How will you respond? Now, I don't know if Jigme puts me on the side of a cliff now and goes, tell your mom I saved you. I will still get like this, but my mind will not be so scared like it was before. Yeah. Okay, cool.
老师好，我想提问一个问题，帮读书会的伙伴提问，就是刚刚他请我帮忙买了101冥想的音频 U 盘，但是他家有2个女儿上大学，他只买了1个 U 盘里面的音频，那他可以跟他的小孩一起学习吗？那这样算偷盗吗？或者不尊重版权吗？因为我们也知道现在有很多线上课程，他基本上都是买1个人的费用，然后请他的小孩一起学，所以我刚刚在跟他辩论，这有点像偷盗吧。他邀请我一定要来询问老师，想要准确的答案，谢谢。
谢谢。
Okay, so this question is, well, so I'm asking a friend from my book club, and she just bought the flash drive for the 101 meditation, and she has 2 kids who are already in college, and she planned to study with those 2 kids together using only 1 copy of this meditation. So my question is, I've seen her doing similar things before, like for online course, she only sign up for 1 person, but she will invite her children to join the course. I was wondering, and she asked me to make sure to ask teachers this question, is this a kind of stealing?
Oh, so sweet.
Is it a kind of what?
Stealing.
Oh.
Is it stealing because she's bought 1,
Yeah.
but she's going to do it with her children.
Go ahead, you go.
I was thinking, I was with Geshe Michael last week, and a student asked him about wanting to write a book. And he said, it depends. If you feel like you are stealing from me when you write this book, then yes, it's not a good thing. But if you feel like you are offering something to try and teach others, it's not stealing in this case. So I would say it's like that. In this case with her children, who she wants to study together with and help them.
Nice.
If she feels like she is stealing, then buy another. Buy another, just have another copy or 2 copies, and then that's okay. But if she feels like she is helping her children, and this is something good, then I think she's all right. Okay? Somebody else. You guys have another opinion? Oh, Teacher Jasmine has something she wishes to say. Oh. So, Teacher Jasmine saying on mainland China cannot have this.
Okay, this is not the answer, but just like a operation thing. It's an operation thing because 101 meditation project it's kind of sensitive thing in mainland China. So for mainland China student, you can register at that front door with apple tree, and we are not practice online. We practice in your room, private, with yourself. And we will give you a USB. We will give a USB, like download 5 houses, give us the materials. It's already inside. So you just come to Apple Tree and register to get that. Understand?
Cool.
Time gap.
Thank you. Yeah.
我中文说一下，就是所有中国的同学，这个项目在中国大陆是不合适的，所以呢，我们就不要那个线上的那个内容。我们已经拿到了总部为我们提供的资料，我们存在了 U 盘里头，所以呢，我们会给每一位登记并且付款的伙伴直接一个 U 盘，你就拿回去自己练习。清晰吗 ？Okay.
Thank you, Jasmine, for that. That's very helpful.
老师好。
好。
我的问题是， 读佛经，比如说《地藏经》《金刚经》或者大乘里，对我们的生活是到底有用的吗？因为你要说有用吧，我也看过很多人他读了好多年，但是生活并没有改变。但是要是说没有用吧，也有很多老师在说，你就去读就好了，只要读多少遍，你的生活就会发生变化。所以我就有点不太清楚，到底要不要这个去读这些东西。
Okay, so this question is about reciting, also reading the sutra. So my question is, does reading the sutra, just by reading the sutra, for example, I read recite the Dhammapada Sutra or some other similar sutras, does it work? Because some teachers said you can just go read the sutra and that will solve the problem. Or I saw people read the sutra, just recite the sutra, read the sutra for many years, but seems to me there's no change. Or I also see people reading the sutra, reciting or reading the sutra for many years, and their life have changed. So my question is, does it work?
Go on, JB, do it.
No, I don't want to do the hand signal. It's a great question because we just recently taught the Heart Sutra for a couple of days. And the commentary said that many people recite the Heart Sutra. They do, for blessing. Or they recite the Heart Sutra to keep away evil spirits. Or they even take pieces of the Heart Sutra and eat it to think that it'll make them healthy. And this is all interesting if you have the seeds to have the blessing. And that's a longer story. The sad thing is that the Heart Sutra has not been translated until recently, in the last 150 years, correctly, in the West especially. What's inside the Heart Sutra has to be opened up, uncoded. It's a coded teaching of Lord Buddha and two of his disciples becoming into a state of emptiness. Lord Buddha is teaching the Heart Sutra from a place of emptiness. And Avalokiteshvara is in the direct perception of emptiness, teaching Shariputra, the junior monk, what it is like to be in the direct perception of emptiness. And so we at this time are very fortunate to hear the decoding of these great commentaries to understand the real Heart Sutra. So it doesn't become just a Shaktipat. Oh, okay, you got the blessing. If you have the seeds, you'll get the blessing. If you don't have the seeds, you have to make the seeds to get the blessing. And this is very unique in the sense of there is really good seeds to recite the Heart Sutra. Even if you don't understand what it means, it's a blessing. And you plant the seeds to future understanding the Heart Sutra by reciting it. You will plant the seeds to hear the reality of what it's telling you in your future. And that's a beautiful thing. So there's nothing ever wrong with reciting the Heart Sutra or any major sutra in the Prajna Paramita collection that Lord Buddha taught. Wonderful. Recite it. And you will plant the seeds to understand it in your future.
老师，我已经拿上话筒了，我提一个问题，就是我到年底了，就是工作特别忙，然后我扔下了很多团队的伙伴还有领导，然后我就说我在新疆又很远，要飞5个小时，我飞到上海，然后再从上海再飞2个多小时飞到这个大阪，然后再坐2个小时的车到这里，所以一路非常的艰辛，然后这个过程中。 报了很多的坏种子，就是朋友就都把我拉黑了，你知道吧？就是到这来，然后我们董事长在我还没有出发到上海的时候给我打电话说我不爱国，然后说我你上课去了，你该回来了吧？我才出来第2天就让我回去，所以在这个过程中，而且很神奇的是，我把手机放在包里哦，那个手机就能掉在草丛里。我真的完全我就既然来上课，消耗了这么多的好种子，然后那我如果在单位里面，我扎扎实实把工作干好，在这么多人需要我的时候，我不要出来，然后不要给家人、给自己的朋友造成这么多恐惧和担心，我是不是应该选择在家里？我到这来的意义是什么？我就很想知道这个。
Okay, so this question is about, okay, this is a longer question. So it's the end of the year, and I have many work duties to do. But for this teaching, I sort of just leave my coworkers and all my families in the air, halfway through the air, and I just left for this event. I was from Xinjiang, which was a 7-hour flight from Xinjiang to Osaka and a 2-hour drive from Osaka to Kyoto. And throughout the way, there are lots of bad seeds that have been ripened for me. For example, my friends, they blocked me on social media because they disagreed with what I did. And also, the CEO, the CEO of the company, he accused me for coming to Japan at this specific time for not being very supportive of some certain policies. And I also lost my phone. I was in my bag, and it was just lost somewhere in the underground. So my question is, what if I just stay at the place where I worked, where my friends and family are there and they need my support, but I'm here, so I'm just wondering what kind of seeds and what causes that, and what should I do? Something like that.
You want to go for it?
Oh, I'll give it a go. Sure. Thank you, David, for translating. And I see Yuki Lee on the translation team online. Thank you, Yuki. Miss you. So it's an interesting question because many people make a decision that my motivation is everything here. Your motivation is everything here. Why did you decide to leave your job? Not leave it, but why did you decide to come here? What was in your mind, what were you thinking? If it was something like, I can help more people by doing this, and you took care of those responsibilities, like obviously you let people know that you were coming, your colleagues knew you were coming, your boss knew you were coming. So it's like what Geshe said, when you do something really good, if your motivation is good and you want to come here, then you start to, some seeds start to get a little hot. Including some bad seeds they're getting cleaned up and getting out of the way, but they ripen in these, you might call them obstacles. Somebody calls you a bad name for going or criticizes you for going. You lose your phone. Those obstacles, just small things compared to what it is that you intend to do with this teaching, how you intend to use it for others, and what your motivation was. They're just small things, and it's just the kinds of seeds that come along when you're ripening something really good. You can look at it this way and then I'm just like an Arya seeing, after they see emptiness directly, nothing can bother them. If you really know your motivation was strong, it's like, oh well, that's fine. I know I did a good thing. I'm going to go back to work and I'm going to even be better than what I was. Okay? Anybody else want to add? Hector wants to add.
I want to add.
Yeah. Yay, Hector, thank you.
Yeah, and even if seeds don't work, you are here now, so you have to make the best seeds now. You see, it doesn't matter. The bad things are always the result of old seeds. the intention that made you come here is the beginning of a new future that you decide to make. And then secretly, if that was me, I would go back and I will pretend that everything is perfect and that I am better than I have ever been. Even if I don't feel better, I'm going to pretend so I can show my boss and everyone that now I'm much better. My decision was good. Yeah. Okay. You're welcome. Yeah, yeah.
我们给一位外国朋友。
Hi, thank you so much for teaching us. My question is about pride. I noticed that pride is something that appears with some positive results in the practice, and therefore eats the good seeds. So let's say I want to create something, or I have a beautiful experience in the meditation. And then the moment when I'm actually experiencing, wow, I had this beautiful experience, and now I can tell someone. But then I realized that it was coming out of pride. And I noticed then, like, the other side of this coin is low self-esteem. So then it goes into, like, basically just like one or another. And my question is how to maybe life hacks or like your personal experience, how to train this pride, but instead maybe also flip into blissful, divine pride. So how to not escape, not to be afraid of the divine pride, but at the same time not to confuse it with something that can, you know, like be egoistic, selfish. Thank you so much.
Sure. The way I understand that kind of thing is that when you have an experience that really helps you or that you would be proud of, the best thing to do is to give it away. So you don't have to tell anyone, or you can tell, if you think it will help them, then you can tell them, but start to admire. Find something to admire in somebody else. And that will diffuse this pride energy. And then you can start rejoicing in everybody's accomplishments and how everyone is getting better. And not just think you're better than they are, but that everyone is better. That's how I see it.
Yeah. Can I add to that a little?
Yeah, sure.
Did you just take your Bodhisattva vows? Did you take your vow?
I took them in March. And I
okay.
renewed them.
So what's your first Bodhisattva vow?
Praising yourself and criticizing others. I know this one pretty good.
There's not a coincidence that's the first one. But you know, what we do as practitioners a lot, and it's dangerous, is that we collect experiences. And then that feeds your pride. It feeds your, I had this, you know, and it's so cool. And it blocks your practice because we think that there's something that was so special. And a good teacher would like cut your head off and say, Sansara, get out. Because that's what happens. We collect them and then we block future possibilities in your practice. Now, divine pride is different. Divine pride is extraordinarily powerful. In the Diamond Way, it's a very, very important practice. And it has nothing to do with pride. Nothing to do with pride. It's beginning to realize that you, in the Diamond Way system, have the power and the understanding it's possible to get enlightened in one lifetime. And that's a beautiful seed to nurture and develop in your heart. And there's thousands of pages written about it.
I loved what Venerable Jigme said, and I would just say that confess a lot. What you just did in front of everybody here to say, I have pride, is perfect. Keep doing that whenever pride comes up. Oh my God, there it is again. I have pride. On the other hand, remember everything you have right now came from somebody else. It's the seeds of your past life, not even you right now. You would never recognize the person before. So just be humble and grateful for what you have. Somebody thought like Geshe Michael and was projecting very good seeds for you for this rebirth. You're lucky. So feel humble about what they did for you. That's what I would do. Thanks, Jigme, thanks, GB.
I don't have anything to say about pride.
Thank you. My question is Geshe told us he will teach the Diamond Way in DCI. So could you give us a pre-advertisement how to use the Diamond Way in the 4 steps so that we can reapply in our life? And could you show a real example how to use it?
Okay, Jigme handed it off to me. Where's Wangsha? Where is she when you need her? Wangsha. She's going to be part and parcel of creating that program. It's amazing. So let's be happy for Wangsha. Yay! And Seiji. And for everyone in this room who planted the seeds to hear finally DCI is going to come out of the closet. Do you know the term come out of the closet? Well, DCI for a long time Geshe Michael has buried a Diamond Way within DCI. It's amazing. It's just, you will wake up now to what it is that he's been doing for so long. So continue to do what you do out of kindness for others. Try to see others as very special. Their messages that they give to you. Actually, who took the last advanced level 5? Yeah, you wake up feeling in the morning how special I am, and then you listen for messages through the day, and you start to see that others around you are special too. Those practices, just try to work on those practices. Help somebody else who you know might be trying to do the same thing. Do 4 steps with them. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
What do you want? Right? What do you want? In a Diamond Way situation, you would say, I want to have the direct perception of emptiness in the Diamond Way system. No problem. What's number 2? Which is crucial to number 1. Help as many people as possible to have the direct perception of emptiness in the Diamond Way. Number 3, just do it. Do what? Practice, practice, practice. Serve your teacher. Serve your community. Serve your fellow students. Study, study, meditate, meditate. Number 4. Yeah. And then that divine pride, you go out and you go dancing. And you celebrate until 2 o'clock in the morning. That's a different kind of celebrating. And you should think that way. You should think that the joy is everything that will fuel the direct perception in this lifetime. And so it's pretty fun to think about. I'm glad you brought the question up because it's fun to think about what would the Diamond Way 4 steps be. So thank you for the question.
老师您好，我有一个问题，就是首先我们都知道我们自己创造了周围的人，那事实上在这么多年的践行当中，确实身边的人曾经和我有同样问题的人，然后现在他们可能也没有学习智慧，然后也没有做四步骤，然后当我这个问题解决了的时候，他们就变好了。我有的时候甚至有点嫉妒，但是我也很开心。那我的问题是，那如果确确实实是这样的话，那是不是当我们自己成佛的时候，然后我就看见所有的人都是佛陀，然后就不需要我成佛之后再回来干嘛？就是它是同时的，它是同时发生的吗？
Okay, thank you, teachers. My question is, as we all know, we create our surroundings and the people around us. And in my practice, I saw that those who with similar problems that I've had, when I solved my problem, I'm seeing their problems have also been solved. Sometimes I got a little bit jealous, but overall, I think that's my practice. And my question is, if we become a Buddha, is it the case that we see every single one as the Buddha? If that's the case, should we still gonna come back and help? Because we're seeing everyone as the Buddha, and how does it work? Thank you.
I wonder. Yeah, I wanna say something. I love your question. Yeah, and I think it shows some deeper understanding that the groups of people, it's the study of Chi Jedrak, I don't know how that translates, but the similar types of things that we see are all very connected. Of course everything comes from you. I like your question today because it's Tsongkhapa Day. And if Tsongkhapa is here and they are enlightened, it's impossible for them to see you in anything less than a Buddha from their experience. Now they can see that you see yourself not as a Buddha yet, if that's the case. But if an enlightened being is here and they looked at you, if they looked into your heart, right now, your heart, and all the stories you have in your heart right now, many of you have taken a long time to come here, have families, parents, friends, people you love. Right? If Tsongkhapa looked in your heart today as a Buddha, they would see you and all of them as a Buddha. And if you practice that, especially today, then the result of that must come to you. You see? So it doesn't matter what answer we give you. You have to know that if the world comes from you, you have infinite power to experience the most beautiful thing if you work the four-step system. Yeah. So that's why I like your question. You know, can I experience everybody as a Buddha now? No, my mind is full of garbage. Yeah. But inside, because I live in New York, that's all we have is too much garbage. But inside that garbage, all the mountain of broken glass that is my garbage, there is a diamond that Geshe Michael put in there when I met him. And that these teachers, and many more, helped me grow. And if I wanted to, I couldn't undo it, because it's a truth that the world comes from us. And if that's a truth, then I have to work that. In all the glass garbage, there is one diamond, and that is the truth that your mind can experience pure if you do the work. And so it's a good idea to think maybe Tsongkhapa is in your heart now, looking at all your stories, and they can only see you and everyone you love as perfect now. Maybe you don't feel it, but that seed is important, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, thank you for teaching us. During Hector and Javier's class, it was mentioned that the more intense the emotion, the more powerful the imprint is going to be. Could you please tell us more about that? How does the intensity of the emotion affect or influence the way that the imprint is created and then how it ripens?
I just did it. Sorry, you were talking about objects.
I want to understand the question. You're saying that emotions, good, bad, or indifferent, neutral, are impacting your actions, and do they have a power to make something more impacting? Is that what your question is? Yeah.
In our class, we talked about the stronger the emotion, the stronger the imprint.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. I think, how do we make seeds? How do we create our reality? Mind, right? Thoughts. Yeah. Constantly creating future seeds, right? But here, speech. What we say, how we say it, what the intention and the emotional behind it is, and then our body, our actions, we create seeds. All of those three components of seed creation is literally creating your future reality as we speak in this very room. You're creating your future. It's a pretty good future as far as I could see, because we're talking about deeper things. But to charge them with powerful emotion, energy, chi, prana, the exponential factor of the seeds you're planting are substantially exponential, for better or for worse, substantially exponential and faster in their ripening. And we say the coffee meditation, rejoice about your seeds, right? In DCI world, it is charging the seeds with joy. In that case, you're rejoicing, which generates an emotion of joy that you did some small or some significant thing for someone else. And that's the engine to make something exponentially explode and go faster in your world, to make it result now in your life, 3 years from now, 2 years from now, 6 months from now. So it has huge implications of seeds. And we have to be careful, because subtle negative emotions can really also exponentially create negative results. And 65 a second, right? That's how many seeds are generating the reality in this room. So I would say, yeah, go for it. But do it, with joy. Do it with happiness. Do it with kindness. Do it with an emotion of sheer bliss. And charge your seeds properly, yeah.
Could I add something? I'm sorry. It seems to me also that it's not just positive emotions, but also, suppose you're really afraid to do something, and you do it anyway, then there's a lot of power there too. Or if you're really confused, you don't know quite what you should do, but you feel like you really ought to help this person, and then you do it anyway, then that's creating another powerful seed. So it's not just joy and happiness, but it's also, and you find when you're practicing, a lot of times your life becomes challenging or difficult, and if you push through those things and continue to do what you know is the right thing, then that is a really powerful seed. So that's another way to look at it.
Could I just talk about the result? So they're talking about how to plant, but the result, when it comes. So you really want to know about how to put a lot of emotion in planting a seed? There's pride in what I just said. And then what happens is you hear somebody coming back to you with pride when you don't want that pride, right? the emotion that you put into what you do, if it's love, like Hector just poured into his answer for someone over here, love is going to come back to Hector. If he poured pride into that, pride would come back with the answer. So you still get the same answer, but pride comes back, or love comes back, or courage comes back, or wisdom comes back. So very important to be careful about what you load, what kind of an emotion you load into your seed planting.
And also the intensity. I think the reference in our class was how intense the moment is, right? So there is text in ACI 5 that tells you the object towards the action is important. If I look at an ant and I say, you're stupid, I plant a seed. If I look at my mom and I say, you're stupid, I plant, well, she's in a jar now, so it wouldn't, no. See, I mean, okay. You see what I mean? Like, this emotion is stronger, the charge is stronger. So the imprint in my mind is stronger to my mom than the ant. Both results will be negative, I will get back, but one of the things that it does, the object, yeah, it makes that result come before, it speeds up. Geshe Michael used to say, like airplanes taking off. Now this one, because I yelled at my mum, will jump and come up first. The result will come sooner. And if I am filled with anger, no, Mum, you're not just stupid, you're really stupid. You have always been stupid. If I feel the emotion, that is going to be one of the first airplanes to take off my karmic line. Yeah? And the opposite is the same. So that's why I answered, because it's on Kappa Day, and I'm looking at your beautiful questions, and I'm looking at, you must all have families. And you must be here for a good cause. And I wanted to offer you back some big, strong emotion in your heart so you can make this retreat really count. The trip away, the leaving the world. You have to take a strong emotion if you really want to make the system work. So I'm like, if I can give them that, and of course I'm going to receive it. Yeah, but the stronger I make the emotion in your heart or in my heart, then hopefully the results of this retreat will come sooner. Do we know if it comes next week? Don't know. Next year? For some, yes. For some, no. I don't know. You know. I hope that answered. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Teachers, could we take a question from online?
Oh, what a great idea.
Yes, thank you.
Only if we can see their faces on the screen.
Yes, we can. So Marina asks, after confessing to the teacher, will we also experience small catastrophes as after the four forces?
I like the wording, small catastrophes.
Yeah, it's very likely. But they say when you do something powerful, then you do get it. You get a strong response. I've had like, you know, it's in the Diamond Cutter. They talk about it in the Diamond Cutter Sutra. That when you're doing something very good or working really hard or making a lot of progress, then there will be obstacles. So. Then the thing is, if you know about it, then you will say, oh, there's an obstacle. Yeah. I must be doing really well.
Yeah.
And so you don't, as long as you know about that, then you don't think, oh, this is terrible and I won't do this again. But just understand that it means what you've done is you've been creating lots and lots and lots of good seeds. And so then some of the bad ones ripen.
I always have something to say. I'm fine.
I think we should take the next question.
I think there's a minute. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, thanks for your teaching, teachers. So my question is, I know that a lot of people, even some of you on the stage, you have your own previous religions. So my question is like, what makes you feel that the Buddhism is the ultimate practice? Like, what makes you come into this this religion? I would say that this practice. And we keep saying that we need to keep our practice so that we can be a future Buddha. So in other religions, why not we say that we keep practicing, then we become Jesus in the future? So yeah.
So, may I ask if I got that correct? You are saying because we all came to Buddhism from another religion, what made us come to Buddhism? That's one question. And then, was there a second question?
Actually, the second question is the add-on that if, let's say, we believe we are in another religion, like for example, is Christian, then we can also keep practicing so that we can be a future Jesus instead of future Buddha. So, like in the end, I still want to ask, what makes you choose this religion? Like, why we are here in this?
Oh. Well, since I have this, may I answer first?
Give it for the Catholics.
Give it up for the Catholics.
Thank you.
When I was growing up, my father was my hero, and he was such a great bodhisattva. But we were Catholic. He served the priest, he did everything, and I did the same thing. I loved it, but I didn't have any teachings on how to take that, how to develop my own capacity to grow it bigger. There were no teachings on that. So, just by accident, I happened to be in Nepal, happened to go to a place where someone needed some shoes. They happened to be a monastery, they happened to be a monk, happened to be teachings, and happened to be teachings about how to make this beautiful thing that started with in the Catholic religion grow bigger inside myself. I had methods. I had Lojong. I had Tonglen. I had vows I could take to make myself grow. Oh, it was like a candy box. So honestly, that's why. So it's just an extension of my Catholicism in a way. And I guess probably no problem if someone sees themselves as, well, actually, we were talking about the other day, who did you dream to be? Sylvia asked this question in her meditation. Who did you dream about being when you were little? I dreamed about being Jesus. I talked to him all the time, he was my best friend. So no problem if I turn out looking like Jesus. Except for not the picture Jigme has. No, Jigme made an AI picture of Jesus. Doesn't look like the one in my head. It's so cute. So yes, probably. Okay.
You want to do it? You want to do it? My mum was going to be a Catholic nun. She made a mistake. Yeah. Well, I'm the third mistake, actually. Yeah. She made many mistakes. I'm the third mistake. So obviously she's not a nun, right? And I had problems with religion when I was growing up. I had given up religion. I tried. I had some faith, like you described. I had the opposite for you. I decided when I went to my priest, I had a little puppy, and my puppy got sick. And the doctor of the puppy said it will die. So I went to church and I asked my priest, will I meet my puppy in heaven? And guess what my priest said? No, they do not have a soul. And as a 16-year-old, I was heartbroken, but there was something positive that happened in my mind. With certainty, I knew the priest was wrong. I'm like, no, this puppy is a person. Yeah, it's a semchen, like it's a person. It has a mind, it has feelings. It's exactly like me, except it's got 4 legs, yeah? And so I knew the priest was wrong. And so I, as a rebellious teenager, said, everybody that's religious is wrong. Everybody, yeah? And so I went on a philosophy search to what is the world if there's no religion, yeah? Religion, I don't think Buddhism is a religion. I think it looks religious, but I do not think it's religious. I think it's a philosophy, and we have religious words about that philosophy. A mental seed is not religion. A truth is not religion. Results of actions is not religion. Religion just means religio from Italian, to go back or to bind to some old story, to let's go hear what happened a long time ago. It's a religio, you know. So that's not what Buddhism is. Buddhism is wake up, ism. Bud, to awake. Wake up, Buddha, the one who woke up. Wake up ism. Wake up from the lie that the world is coming that way. When you think that way, you will hurt yourself. When you think this way, you wake up. You Buddha. That's not religious, but when I did meet the Tibetans or the Buddhists, they started doing this, and it looked very Catholic. I was very upset. But it's thanks to Geshe Michael, who taught me the blah, 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 blah. But he explained what was behind the blah, 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 blah. You can make a mandala offering like this. You can do it like this. Or you could do what Geshe Michael and all these teachers do, which is create experiences for the world that you could see your truth. So in my mind, it's not religion. Yeah. On top of that, now I can go into a Catholic church and I see Christ or I see the Virgin, and I feel devotion like I didn't have before, because somebody must have seen the perfect Buddha in Jesus, or wake up in Jesus. Okay.
Sorry. No, I don't. You don't? Oh, I think Jasmine. No.
Final wisdom from Jasmine. No, I spoke.
Well, thank you all for coming. And today is Jetsong Kappa Day, so we should go out and celebrate.
Religiously.
So have a lovely evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.